Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Main Sequence. We've made good progress. Pretty much everything is automated. I think it's only the advanced plates that I still need to automate. And then of course the warp fuel as well. And that we're going to get into, and we're going to build a new ship. And we're going to try and head off to another solar system. Is it a solar system? It might be a solar system. Anyway, I've made some changes, I've fiddled around, done a lot of research. So if we head into the research menu, pretty much everything is done. Everything for the ship is done. We are doing plasma lancers at the moment. They are almost done. And then the last item will be the large station modules. So we'll check that out. And we've unlocked the plasma lance. So cool. I'll queue up the large station. Oh, I queued it. So we'll add that to the queue and let that get going. That is the last of the research for now. But I have a pretty cool ship design. Anyway, there's lots to do. Let's get stuck in. With the research coming to an end, we are actually going to end up saving a lot of resources. I already have a backup of pretty much everything. So this box is full of servos. This one is full of the magnetic coils. We are probably closing in on filling this box up with circuit board. Oh, not really, huh? Oh yeah, I've been a bit slow on the silicon because I didn't have a very good setup picking up silicon from the other side. I think I may need another ship to be able to bring through enough to survive. But what I have done, and if we head over, if we can find a window down this end, you'll see I have these all blocked off because I have a whole bunch of solar panels out there. And I found that you can attach them together. So if we head to our elevator, our lift, and we go up, I have another lift to take us up to a higher level if we need to go there. Oh, I've still got a solar panel over here. Might have to move that. But if we go over to the command center, you can see that I have a lot of solar panels. So I got 18. I think that's about 216 megajoules per second. It's pretty big. I added a corridor and I added on to the shipyard just to make that a bit bigger. Still have my dock up here, but I might move that to another area. Not too concerned. But yeah, our base is coming together and we can do things like add armor on, and I think that'll make it look pretty. Yep, so we can deck it out with armor. Can we rotate those? Oh, we can. So we can decide the orientation of these. Oh, let's put one on over there. Oh, I missed the spot. I'll take that out, try that again, and we'll put it like that. And that takes 5. I've got 53 hull plates, so we'll apply that change. I don't know if it has any value other than aesthetic at the moment. But yeah, there's that. Anyway, so I'm going to head downstairs and we'll go over to our shipyard. This is what the corridor looks like from the inside. Pretty nice. Head over here, we can see it extends further. I want to check something out. So if I come in here and I go into configure and I construct new ship, I have a new blueprint. I did not create this in this save. So let me just for a second get to another spot and I'm going to show you the designer. It works the same as the shipyard, but you can sort of outside of the game. So I have saved. I'm going to exit back to the main menu. And then there's this ship designer or just designer. And you can load that up and then you can start building stuff. So, I mean, if we wanted to build this ship, we can have a section like that and we can stick a window on it and cockpit. Let's get it in. Yep. And we can have weapons, so we can chuck some weapons on, mining lasers, tractor beams. So basically everything you could do in the shipyard. Now I have everything unlocked. This plasma lance was the last item to unlock for the ships. We have functional blocks and now we have a warp drive. That's researched, and we have a container. I'm assuming that will give you more storage. Our workstation, our docking collar, and then there is armor. So what I did was I made a ship and I've called it a Chonky Boy. And I can load that, and that's what my ship looks like. Now, at the time that I made this, I didn't have the plasma lances researched. So you can design something before you have the items researched. But we're going to give this a go, because this has a warp drive, it has a small reactor, it basically has everything. The only thing I don't have on this ship is a small thruster, because I have 3 large thrusters. Pretty nice. But you can also change the mode and design stations. So if I open this large starter base, Now, this is something with 4 drone ports and something I'd use to go and mine. And if it works the way I think it'll work, you should be able to build one of these near a large asteroid and just max out the mining. Now, obviously, if you're going to do processing, then this would change, and maybe I'll do another blueprint for that. Not sure. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Now, before I can use that ship, I'm going to need to do some more work. And that will mean that I'm going to have to make warp fuel. So what I did, because I got all those solar panels outside, I took down one of the reactors that was over here. That's going to free up some hydrogen fuel. And I'm going to bring over here the enrichment chamber. And let's just make sure that I've got it somewhat centered. I'll pop it over there. And then we can hop in here, press F, and now we can see what the recipe is for warp fuel. And it is magnetic coils and hydrogen fuel. Hydrogen fuel is no problem. It's right there. Magnetic coils, I think, are right around here. And I have loads of them, but that does take a lot. But I need to be a little careful because I need to make advanced plates first, and maybe that's a better thing to start with. And that is going to need... what did I put this one here for? Did I put this one here for the... Oh, I did put this one here for the advanced plates. Cool. Right, so this machine is making the advanced plates, and I can hop that belt and take it. So let's get this done. I'm going to break that belt out, and I'm going to split it before the box. Or maybe I should split it after the box. Yeah, actually, that might be a better idea. So I'll just pop this belt back in, then I'm going to change this to a splitter, because we won't be using these for very much longer, these research centers. So let's break that, grab a splitter, pop that in there, and now why can I not do that? Nickel plates. Well, that will not be a problem. So I'll just grab a couple of stacks back over here, put in the underground conveyor. I'm going to bring it... Ooh, yeah, not ideal. Although I don't really need to do anything else from that side. So yeah, we can do this. And then I'm going to have to belt this in, rotate that in. It's not great, but I can fix it once those are finished. And we're nearly finished with the large station modules, so the research will be sorted soon. Problem is, I think I need to do some repositioning. Hang on. I'm going to take the circuit boards out of there. I'm going to break down this assembler. I'm going to rebuild it, but I'm going to line up that port right there, belt this in to there, and then I have an available output port or an input port. So I can hop in here and I can set this to the advanced plates, and I'm getting the basic circuits in. I just need the servo motors and the hold plates. Now, the servo motors won't be a problem. They're right here. And they're also going into a science lab, which I won't need for very much longer. I'll just cut that out, put a splitter in here, belt this, and I'm going to keep this belt quite tight to this side and bring it all the way over, turn it, and in we go. So that's done. The servos are in. Now the hold plates, I am going to need to create a path through here. I think I can do that pretty easily. Yeah, we'll just drop the underground conveyor over there. And these are the hold plates. And I think I'm just going to come straight out of the side of this one. This is almost done. And we'll bring that in, drop it in there. And I was standing in the way. Just fill in those 2 spots. Here come the hold plates. Good. Carry on this belt down this way. Rotate it in there. Rotate again right here, and in we go. Right, so that should be everything that it needs. And I'll get a container. We'll put the container over here and belt this in to there. So that should start making advanced plates, and there we go. They automated. Good. Now I need to bring a belt of magnetic coils over, and I think I can just do that in this direction. So let's get the underground conveyor right there. I'll give it some space. Conveyor belt, and we'll just tie that into the underground. There are the coils. This can now come over this way, and I'm going to drop it. Now that is not a problem. I think I can deal with that. Rotate that. Oh, what am I out of? I'm out of something. Looks like nickel plates. Oh, what is that doing there? Oh wow, what have I mixed up? Oh, this line. I see what I did. It should have been straight. So just quickly rebuild. Make sure that I'm not cutting in again. Rotate. Right, that's fine. Let's go and get those nickel plates. And we have finished our research. So I'll grab some stacks of those and we can finish that belting. Run this straight into that port. And then this belt is going to, I think, yeah, I can pop it out of the side. And just run this straight through, and now I'm probably out of titanium plates. So I'll grab a couple of stacks of those. Getting pretty busy in here. And plug that in. Now, I missed a couple of pieces of belt here. That's done. So this is going to be a little slow because if we have a look at the recipe, this takes 10 magnetic coils every 8 seconds and 4 hydrogen fuel. And for those eagle-eyed people, I do have a whole bunch of warp fuel that I made. So I have some. And that's now automated. I think that is absolutely everything in the game automated. Well, everything currently. Quite a nice asset, this. But I need an output. So I will grab a box and I will put it over here. Belt this into there. And it is working. Just like that. Super. Now, I'm going to need a heck of a lot of resources to build my new ship. So let's head in here. I'm going to drop off as much as I can because I know I'm going to need a massive amount of stuff. This ship is huge. I don't think I have enough because I think I'm going to need a lot more hull plating. But let's hop in and construct a new ship. And there is our ship, the Chonky Boy. Yep. I need more advanced plates, more circuits. Oh wait, I have circuits. Hang on a sec. Yep, there's the circuits, and it's the Chonky Boy. So I need advanced plates and a lot of hull plates. Now let's go and get them. So I'll grab 3 stacks. I think I only needed 2 stacks. I'll grab another one. Let's go and see how we're doing on our advanced plates. Oh, we got a few. Oh, don't know if that's enough. Let's go and drop them in. I am full up now, so hopefully, let's just do a quick sort. Yep, didn't free up any space. Construct new ship. I don't have anything connected, right? No, I don't. Chunky Boy, I'm still short of 5 advanced plates. Man, where am I going to put them? I could take out some titanium. Actually, do I need that much glass? Let's take out the glass. Pop those in. Construct a new ship. Ah, I have everything. This is going to be epic. Let's construct it. And now we have a new ship. And now I have to see if my design actually worked. So we have our cockpit. Ooh, oh no, our cockpit is upstairs. This is the lower area. And there is a window. So I can have a look out the front. At the moment I'm just seeing solar panels. There is the dock. And here is our little processing station. If I go up here, F to use the ladder. Okay, it's one of those you just jump up. And maybe another one. And yep, the second level, I'm on my ship. Oh, this is good. And then we've got our drives. Okay, so warp drive, you just have to drop the fuel in. So I'm here, I have fuel, so let's drop that in. And then over here, I have hydrogen fuel, so I can drop a stack in there. And I'm going to leave auto insert on. So that's us fueled up. I'm going to take this out for a spin. But what I'd really like to do is if we zoom out. Now, I don't want to do this yet, and maybe I should go and fill up resources on the ship, because if we have a look over here, there's a little, I'm assuming this is a solar system. Can I pin this human station? I can. So yeah, if you zoom out to the solar system view, you get this, you get other sectors that you can go and check out. I mean, we could go further. There was, if you watched the last episode, there was actually another base. Yep, the Relic Shipyard. So maybe we can have a look at that. And then if you zoom out, there's a star map, so you can spread yourself far and wide. But I don't know how much of this is in the game yet, so I'm taking a real chance by warping, and I'll probably save before I do anything silly. Anyway, if I'm going to go somewhere, I'm probably going to want to build. So I'm going to want to fill up my ship storage. And I do have a storage module attached somewhere. And I don't know, let's just head down and down again. And go over to this little spot and F, and this is not where, oh, I see. Stack size plus 50%. Oh, so if I was to put hull plates in, and then hull plates in, I see. So that storage module that you add onto the ship actually just increases the stack size. So maybe I should have put 2 on. So I could double the stack size. That way I could carry a heck of a lot more. Then as you can see, we can do everything in the ship that we've unlocked, except the warp fuel. Anyway, this is a big ship. I have space over here that I could maybe stick in another... Why have I got this here? Let's head up and see what this is. Oh, okay, it's just a couple more access points to get up here. Oh, that's right. I put them in because they were double height. And I've got other windows around the ship as well. Let's go out and we'll use the shipyard. And let's see if I can squeeze in anything underneath. I'm going to have to go like this. Yeah, there's my storage module. I don't think oh, those are the 2 elevators on either side of it. I'll have to check things out. That's an elevator. If I was to X that, and then, oh man, I hope I've got enough to do a container block. Yep, like that. And I have the resources, so I'll apply those and exit. Now let's go and see on the ship. Hop in here. Stack size plus 100. Okay, so I see the more of those storage things you have access to this side, which means that I have to come around. That is actually fun. I mean, I could find a way to put more in, but the fact that I've increased the storage capacity by increasing the stack size, that's pretty cool. That means I can go and grab a whole bunch of stuff, 2 player inventories worth of stuff, and come and dump them in here. I think I'm going to do that. So give me a sec, I'll be right back. And that is it. We're almost full. Could squeeze a few more things in if I really wanted to. I do need to bring some coils with, so maybe what I'll do is take these and drop them and them into my inventory because I can still carry stuff as well. And I'll go and grab some coils. I ran out because all of it was being turned into warp fuel. And while that's building up, let's go and test out something we haven't played with yet. And that will be the large base module. So let's hop in the lift and we'll head up here. I've got a bit of stuff in the ship storage, so we should be good. Open the designer and let's see, where am I going to put this? Put it over here. Now I don't know if this is fully open, so I will put an elevator in if I can. Yeah, that's the right orientation. So let's pop that in over there. And then, yep, I have everything. Apply the changes, exit, and then we can go and have a look at that. Now that's way on the other side of the ship. So I'll run down. On the way, I'll see how we're doing with our magnetic coils. Oof, very slow. Where else is it being used? I wonder why it's going so slowly. Is this not offloading? No, it's... Oh, yeah, no. It's offloading. Is it? Wait a minute. Oh, I see. It's going this way still. And it's going into this assembler to make the servos. I see. All right, well, I might have to wait a little longer. Anyway, we're heading down in this direction. Oh my gosh, look at the space we've got in this room. This is awesome. So yeah, this is the large base module, and it is double volume, but it looks like it has a walkway. Let's go and have a look at that. So, hit the lift, and we're up. And this is really cool. Oh, the amazing stuff we could do in here. Might have to redesign my entire base. That looks fantastic. Okay, well, we've seen that now. We have our window. We can have a look at our ship that is just sitting on the deck. That's amazing. All right, let's head back down. We'll go and... I think I need to cut off this belt so that... Yeah, I'm almost full up on servos again. I'm going to cut this belt off so that can all back up and go in here rather. Yeah, it doesn't split. So this was a bit of a problem. It should have been splitting 50-50. But the assembler outputs don't split equally. Right, I am topped up. I have a bit of everything. And I've added a little bit to my player inventory as well. So, time to take the chunky boy out for a spin. Right, so we need to go up a couple of levels. And we are at the part. Okay, so at this point is where I'm going to save. Because we're going to try something new. So, hop in the pilot seat. F2 undock. I hope this thing flies. So we'll give it a speed test. That's not bad. Spacebar. Ooh, that's fast. All right, now, how do we... let's slow us down a little. How do we warp? Is there no way to warp yet? There's the human station over there. 596 kilometers away. Oh, that's a bit of a slow drive. If we hit E, do we autopilot the thing? At a destination? No, I don't see anything in here, so that's not the way. Configuring our fire groups. Yeah, we'll just leave that as it is. Is it maybe the space bar? No, I don't think it's that. That's far too slow. We'll keep heading in that direction. If I go to the map and I zoom out, this is where we're going. Can't right click on it, can't really do anything over here. Right, get out of the map. And there's no indication on the HUD. Ah, okay, I just went and had a look in the settings and it's J. There we go. We're warping. Well, it's still going to take a little while, but it's better than it was. And now we're going at 9,000 meters per second. That's pretty quick. And it looks like we're going to be passing a couple of large planets. I wonder if one day we'll be able to go and visit the planets, maybe get resources from there. But we are closing in. Is it J to stop it again? Yep, it is. Okay, just needed to check. And, okay, now we are 5 kilometers away. That's less than a second at warp. Cool. There. And this is the point for the human station, and there's nothing here. But we are in a new solar system. So if we have a look at the map, it doesn't actually show where we are if we zoom out a lot. But yep, nothing there. So that is obviously something new that's coming. But if I zoom out, where is that other station? Right there, the Relic Shipyard. Let's pin that one. And that is, my gosh, even further away. But before I go there, I'd like to just stop progress for a second and go and see how we are doing on fuel. Alright, we're good on hydrogen fuel. I'm surprised it's not taking from the inventory. Warp fuel, oh, we're fine. That only used 12. Super. So let's head to the Relic Shipyard and we'll just jump. And we're almost there, so just about to hit J. 3, 2, 1, and boom. Alright, 6.6 kilometers. There's obviously nothing there. Yeah, I overshot it a bit, so I had to turn back. So yeah, it looks like these are just placeholders. I actually haven't tried out our new plasma weapon. Ooh, interesting. Yep, there's nothing here. Alright, well, I have to find my way back. So we'll just enable the main station, and that would be right over there. That is a long way away. So I'll just shoot past this planet, and let's head home. Yeah, we're almost back home. Closing in quickly on our red planet area, and I'll just have to time this a little bit too early. And I overshot it. Oh, I didn't time right here. Perfect. And here's our space station. So let's head over to the shipyard and dock with it. That is great. And hop out the ship. No, actually, I don't really want to hop out the ship yet. Let's hop back in and undock. I want to go and test out the plasma cannon thing. Let's test it on this. See what that does. Oh my. It does a lot of damage. Holy cow, look at all that. That's just a couple of shots. Do that again. Couple more. All that floating debris. I want to go and try and pick a fight. We have a look at the map. Do we see any baddies? There's one over there. Somewhere out in this direction. I'm sure we'll run into one or two shortly. Basically, I'm just going to fly around looking for a fight. Can't see them too well. Okay, I think there's one hiding over there. I'm going too far up. Then I need to head across this way. Yeah, it's somewhere over here. There it is. Oh, it's a relic crescent. And it's shooting at me. This gun doesn't fire very quickly, but well, one shot. That's excellent. Alright, let's have this dude autopilot us home. So we'll head to the shipyard dock table, and this should just take us home. It does look like I'm out of fuel though, so it slowed me right down. I'll have to go and check. Maybe I didn't set it to automatically take from storage. And we are basically home now. Pretty nice. Right, now before I go, I just want to disable the autopilot so it doesn't cause me problems later. And we're back. Done. Well, that was fun, but I don't think that there's too much else that we can explore in this game. I mean, I could redesign the base with those new large building blocks, because I think those are beautiful. So it's basically 4 of the small ones plus an upstairs. I mean, obviously the upstairs is not functional, but if we go up here, yeah, you can't really do anything with these windows. So you can't really use the upstairs for anything. I suppose if you wanted to have a dock up here and your command center, you could probably do that, as long as you're not trying to transport stuff in. Because, yeah, there's no blocks on the floor, so there's none of those orange squares. So you obviously can't build anything up here. You can't run conveyor belts. But that doesn't matter. It still looks fantastic. And if you wanted to scale up production, have one room like this just doing nickel, outstanding. But that's it, folks. There's not much else to look at the moment. This playtest is great. There are a few bugs. And the dev did bring out a patch today. They are working on it. I think I could connect some belts up again. Just get things rolling. So the dev is working on the game. I don't believe that there's a release date as yet. But if there's any big news on this game, I'm definitely going to be watching it and I will let you know. So if you liked this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts on the game. There's work to do. It would be cool if we could have conveyor lifts. So if we wanted to have a second level like this, we could do that. It would also be nice to be able to jump, so we don't get stuck on things like this. Get us out of some tricky situations. But all in all, I think this is fantastic. And with this big room at the end that we have, I mean, we could really space things out a little bit better, and we don't necessarily need to jump or have conveyor lifts. But we could make some really incredible bases with this. I'm looking forward to seeing future development on this game. But that is that. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, cheers!